Does VR damage your eyes? While it may not destroy your eyesight, prolonged VR can lead to eye strain and disrupted sleep cycle. So, wearing a VR headset hours every day may not be the best idea. A few weeks ago, I got an email from a company called VrRock. They specialize in blue light filtering and prescription lenses for multiple VR headsets. Now, I've been using VR for years, and lenses isn't something I've considered as an accessory. Personally, I don't need glasses because I surprisingly have perfect vision, but the idea of using custom lenses instead of that awkward glasses spacer intrigued me. Luckily, VrRock sent over their blue light filtering Quest 3 lenses, which I'll be going through today. But instead of focusing on these specific lenses, I'll dive into the entire concept of VR lenses itself. Too often I've bought a VR accessory that I've only used once, so let's see if VR lenses are worth investing in, and if the VrRock ones are a worthy contender. Before we dive in, I want to be clear, I've not been paid to do any of this, and the company have given me no clear instructions or any type of advice on how to make this video. This is all just me. However, I do have a 10% discount code and referral link in the description. Before I even try these lenses, I have a few concerns in mind. First and foremost, do they actually work? I can't test the prescription lenses, but I'll be testing the blue light filtering lenses to see if they can reduce the typical eye strain from a long VR session. Secondly, how easy they are to install. I'm sure most of us will find it a hassle to swap lenses in and out every time, especially for shared headsets or prescription users. Lastly, the size. The Quest 3 uses pancake lenses for a reason, so I don't want a bulky add-on to put on top of them. So inside the box was actually three things: the lenses in a case, a lens cloth, and a blue light filtering test card. The case itself had a hard shell, which is good for protecting the lenses. As you can see, the lenses were actually quite thin. For the blue light test card, it had a white strip which will darken when the blue light is added. So I put the lens up against the card and shone a light on the edge. And after a while, I took it off and the section with the lens was completely white. And of course the cloth, which felt really high quality compared to any I've used. To install the lenses, I first just tried to understand where I would actually insert them. I was scared of breaking something, so I didn't apply any pressure, but eventually I decided to just push it in slightly and it snapped right into place. Though it felt a little strange, so I moved it a little and the actual lens came off. I didn't realize it was magnetic and there were two separate pieces connected together. So I decided to test with only one lens in and I got ready to play. As you can see, I was having the time of my life. But enough of that, let me tell you all about it. Alright, let's get into my thoughts. Looking back at my initial concerns, I can see that all of them have been addressed. First, they absolutely work, as shown on the blue card test when I unboxed it. And after using them on the headset for an extended period, I noticed that I had less eye strain than I typically did without the lenses on. Installation was also a breeze. It took just seconds to snap the frame into place, and I didn't even need instructions. The lenses are magnetic, which I love, as they just snap right into place whenever you want to put them on. And about the size, they're surprisingly thin. As for the blue light filtering, it's subtle, and you probably won't notice any difference when looking through the lenses. But after a while, I could feel the difference, especially in the eye I didn't have the lens on. However, for around $25, this alone might not justify the purchase for everyone. But here's the real kicker: these lenses provide more than just blue light filtering. The most expensive part of a VR headset is probably the lenses. If you break the lenses, you might as well just buy another headset. With these lenses installed, you're adding an extra layer of protection to make sure you don't scratch, mark, or destroy your lenses. And speaking of scratching lenses, these lenses are scratch resistant. I've seen too many posts of people complaining they've scratched their lenses and all they can do is buy another headset. So with these being scratch resistant, it stops that from happening entirely. Another feature I loved is anti-fog. I hate having to constantly wipe my lenses, especially when playing intense games like Beat Saber. With these on, I didn't even have to wipe my lenses once while playing. And for prescription users, these are a game changer. No more awkward glasses spacer or fogging up your lenses. You can just pop these in and enjoy VR comfortably while also protecting your expensive gear. So are these VR lenses really worth it? I'd say yes, especially if you want added protection or you have a prescription. And if you're interested in grabbing a pair, you can use my code JAMHAMVR for 10% off at checkout or click the link down in the description. There's literally no downside to having them on, they don't get in the way, and they don't make the quality look worse, and they protect your headset and your eyes. Let me know your thoughts on these and lenses in general in the comments below. Thank you to VrRock for sending these out to me, and thank you all for watching.